let's get back to it.
All right.
Alrighty, so here you are inside the old Sea Dog. Aria, you are annoying Lord and Lady Henfield.
Yes.
With wet hair because Veslar just dumped his beer over your head.
I gave her napkins.
And I was just in the point of calling Veslar an idiot.
Yeah, you know.
I just nod and eat my chicken dinner.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom nom.
I'm gonna sit there, put my elbows on the table, and say, "Well, friends, what can you do?"
Well, I think that was quite rude, and in all honesty, if you'd have been my good lady wife, I'd have slapped him and called him out for such an action.
Oh,
Fortunately, you're not, because he looks quite the rough type. So I'm glad he did not, in fact, insult Waynetta here.
Yes, he's not someone you really want to mess with.
Is he one of those? What do they call them? Witch seekers.
What's it to you?
Oh, just curious. I saw the big pointy hat and...
Well, I won't say if he is or isn't, but he deals with a certain type of people very well.
And what kind of people would those be? Just curious.
He deals with the type of people who want to turn humanity into something evil. He is a seeker of justice, and...
So, is it true that that more often than not they accuse the innocent and burn them at the stake?
Are you referring to my friend Veslar here?
Well, him with the big hat. We've heard terrible rumors, about their kind.
Listen, they do their best to serve justice where it should be served, and they try not to waste an innocent life, unless it comes down to it.
So they do waste innocent lives, is that what you're saying? Just they
Absolutely
try not to?
not! They are careful when they're making their decisions, and they research and figure out what's best for all of us.
You should tell her, husband. You should go ahead and tell her.
What is it you're wanting?
Well, it really probably isn't anything, but you see, we recently came from a town west of here called Dunford.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently, they were complaining that somebody had been stealing the corpses from the graveyard. And that some hideous, unpleasant, unearthly creature had killed the local priest about 2 months ago. Only, naturally, seeing your friend sitting over there with his big hat and looking all witch-seekery, we thought perhaps he should like to know, but honestly, he's quite intimidating, and I really don't like to get involved with such things.
He's really not that intimidating. Would you like to speak with him?
Oh, no, not at all, not at all, but...
Well, I can relay the message to him for you.
Just tell him that if you go west of here to Dunford, follow the coastal road, it's about 3 days, there may be something of interest there that he might wish to investigate. But, please don't, I don't wish to, gain any unwanted attention from him. I have a wart, you see, and I've heard that, witch hunters sometimes assume that people with warts are witches and they burn them.
Well, I assure you that is a stereotype, and
well,
also...
As is this, this wart that I have here doesn't actually make me a witch, but I understand the hint.
Well, you don't need to point it out, it points itself out. So
I'll just sit here like this then.
Listen, can you give me a name of anyone we can talk to over there?
Well, I would recommend go to the inn, the local inn there, and see Gershwin Thorne.
Gershwin Thorne.
Ask him about the late Father Cormier.
Can you write this down, Bane?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And As I said, when I was there a few days ago, they were talking and discussing about something to do with someone had been digging up the corpses of the local graveyard, and one local said something about he witnessed his uncle, who had been dead for over 3 years, wandering down the street.
Corpse reanimation.
Oh yes, sounds like quite the nasty business.
It does.
Sounds like witchery to me.
It could be. We'll have to investigate.
Well, by all means, relay the information to your friend, and, as I said, we have no wish to, be directly involved. We were just passers-by, and I'm just relaying this information out of the good, honest duty, to the realm. Yes, to the realm.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your good, honest duty to the realm. Can I leave you with a song?
Well,
I am a bard, after all.
Oh, I suppose so. Yes, if you'd like to serenade me and my good lady wife, Waynetta, would you like a song? Oh, yes, I'd love a song. Do you know the one about, the nightingale?
The Nightingale.
Yes, it was one of my favourite childhood songs. It was about the lost nightingale that made her nest high up in the mountains.
Yes. Nightingale, high up in the mountains. Nightingale, high up in the mountain top. Flew down the mountain and...
That's not quite how I remember it, but it's a beautiful song anyway. I very much appreciate
thank
it.
you. No
do you
problem.
accept tips?
I accept Visa, MasterCard, and...
Okay, here's a
No,
tip.
no tips.
Don't let strange men tip drinks over your head. No, well, she puts a gold piece on the table and slides it to you anyway.
I will take the gold piece and say thank you, and then make my way back to the table, and then put the gold piece on the table. Here you go, guys.
I made
Good
my
job,
keep
Ari.
aboard.
Sorry about your hair, Aria.
Are you?
Bess, you apologize right now for that.
I
Again.
just did.
Again.
She's getting one apology from me.
Veslar, I understand that it must have been a miscommunication. It's okay.
I tripped and fell, it is true.
Okay. You're a good man.
So are
And you
you.
like boys.
So, what's the fastest way we can get to Marasmus? I want to see how he's doing.
Here's the thing. We're gonna head west on our way back to Erasmus.
Isn't Erasmus to the east? Northeast?
Why are we going west, Ari?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I've been informed of some evil magic, perhaps, to the west, that we should perhaps check out before going back to Erasmus. It sounds definitely like evil magic.
Explain.
I will explain to them what they told me in full detail.
Okay.
Corpse
so-
reanimation, blah de blah de blah.
I'm looking at you, Vess. Do we go?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty damn sure it's a necromancer, but I'm just going to do an arcana check just because I probably don't know it's a necromancer. Yeah, see, I don't know anything.
And I'll also lean over and say, that guy thinks that if you see his wart, that you'll think he's a witch, so you should just threaten him before we leave.
Why? Why would I do that?
He was not nice.
To you? He wasn't nice to you?
No, he was nice to me.
I look at Piper.
He's very scared of you. He's extremely scared of you.
He has a wart, you say. And he was mean to you. How mean? What did he do? I mean, you always tell stories. How, I'm gonna sense motive on you, Aria. My sense motive is horrible, so you probably will bamboozle me, but I have an idea for what to do, but I don't want to do it without cause, so, alright.
13. Okay, yeah, I mean, you have some kind of suspicions, but nothing solid.
All right, I'm gonna
Nothing terrible. He's not that bad of a guy.
I'm not. Okay. I'm gonna put the crossbow and my bastard sword on the table, reach into my boot and take out my boot knife, my dagger. I guess I have. I'm gonna get up and walk to his side, Wart side.
Right.
I'm gonna, without saying a word, I'm gonna grab his head, move it, and then ship off the wart.
You're gonna do what?
I'm taking off the guy's wart. I'm doing surgery.
That's wart removal.
My wart
Wow.
removal. And then, if there was a candle, I would throw it in the candle. Just say, burn. And just walk away.
You're wrong, dude. Okay, go ahead. Make an attack roll.
Wouldn't it be grapple more than attack? I
Well,
mean,
if you're trying to slash his... Not if you're trying to cut a wart off his face.
Alright, cool. Okay.
Yeah, unless you're pinning him to the ground
There
to
you
do
go. Okay.
it. Okay, you
I thought I
walk
was gonna land
over
on
and like
two.
subtly look to him and just
That's
go...
so nasty.
As he goes... Ah! My face! My face! What are you doing?
I'm gonna turn to the
I'm
missus and say,
bleeding! Oh
"You're
my
welcome."
God! I'm assaulted! Oh no!
I'm gonna walk back and sit down.
His wife jumps up and she's, "Oh, husband, what has happened? What has this brute done? He just scarred me and disfigured me for life, wife. Oh my God, will you ever look at me the same?" "Yes, you're clearly as repulsive today as you were the day I married you." At which point he kind of gets up and flees towards his room. As he gets to the door, he looks back and he goes, "You brute!" and then carries on up the stairs. Khaled, thanks for the follow.
Nice. I'll take a sip of my white wine.
Inciter of mischief, you, Janavana.
Dinner side entertainment.
There you go, right? Okay. So, what do you wish to do?
Alright, so I'm gonna look at Vess and say, so westward?
I guess so. There's something going on. Can't just not acknowledge it.
I think Erasmus would want it.
Well, he was all about the duty coming first.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So did I pay for rooms for the night? I did, didn't I?
You did, yes.
Alright, so shall we take off at first light?
Yeah.
I will go gather provisions for the journey. You said 3 days, Ari?
Yes.
All right.
So I'm gonna grab 5 days rations.
5,
For
so
three.
15 silver, 1 gold, 5 silver.
I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna follow Vesla.
Heyo.
Don't start any of that. You will be castrated before the morning.
Oh yeah.
Piper will lop your winky off.
That's so true. She totally would kill me.
His dingle dangle.
His
With
dingle dangle. There you go.
It's a dingle dangle.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so you secure rations and you guys are all going to rest up for the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well the next day you wake up bright and early, secure your wagon and your horse.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna tip little Donovan. I'm gonna flip a gold at him.
He's a... Wow! That's amazing! Thank you so much, miss!
Oh.
Thank you for taking care of my horse. She's very dear to me.
Beautiful horse too she is, miss.
I'm gonna slip him 2 gold as we're going away. So
3 gold. Okay.
so Piper and
that cabin,
Vesla don't look.
yeah, that stable boy is never going back to work again. 3 gold is like a year's salary to these people. Alrighty.
As we travel, I just want you to know Bessler is looking off-road for plants to make his concoction, because
Okay. So like
Store
whenever you camp down, you're going and doing your herbalist gathering.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just preparing so I have enough.
Alright. Well, you travel for several days, as expected, along the coastal road, heading southwest. Eventually, after 3 full days, you arrive at the village or the town of Dunford. Let's move you to I didn't even move you to the coastal part, did I? No. Well, let's move you. Come on. Roll 20. Stop being a butthole.
No buttholes.
So here was you. This is. Let's go back to here. This is where you are, traveling along, and here you are arriving in Dunford. There you go.
Cool.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
And now we'll just move you over to the town of Dunford.
Heyo.
Pretty.
It's a quaint little town.
It is. And let me pull the party up. Here we go. Where are you? There you are.
I'm just seeing the buildings. Is that incorrect?
No, my map thing is doing something weird. You should see the buildings, but I'm trying to pull you onto it as well, and it's not letting me.
So there's no roads connecting the buildings.
No, it's like a little village hamlet.
Okay.
There's like grass between. Here you
Cool.
go. Okay, let me shrink you down to the appropriate size.
Oh, it's loading. It's just a little slow.
There you are. Okie
Cool.
dokie. There's your red circle. So here you are at the area of Dunford. Okay, so across to the road to your right is a church and a graveyard, and the town itself is on the left-hand side of the road, right butting up to the coast.
What time of day is it?
It's about you actually get into town like mid to late morning.
We need
Russ
to go
said
to the inn to speak with somebody.
You do that, Aria. I'm going to check out the
Yes.
Oh,
graveyard.
artificial. Thank you for the follow.
Gershwin?
Gershwin?
Thorn.
Okay. Thorn?
Gershwin Corn, I
Gershwin
think his name
Thorn?
is.
Corn. Which one is it, Cor?
Thorn.
Corn.
Thorn.
Thorn. Thorn.
Oh,
Okay.
my bad. I can't hear.
Oh, it's okay. Alright,
I'll
so you're going to wander
head
into
to the
town.
inn.
I'm going to the graveyard.
Okay, so Veslar, you're crossing the street to the graveyard, and Aria and Piper are going to the tavern. Yes?
Yes.
Unless Vess wanted me to go with him.
I would just, I'd say, do what you want. It's okay.
I'll go with Harry.
Alrighty. So let's deal with you fine ladies first. Okay, you wander up to the first building you come into, and it is labeled the Dunford Inn and Tap House.
Okay.
Let's move you. Here you are.
So pretty.
As you wander in, okay, it is a very well kind of cleaned and pleasant establishment. It has a bright and warm, glowing fireplace in the far top left-hand corner. There are quite a few, almost like booths over to the right-hand side. There are some large square tables and a few typical round bar tables as well. There's not that many people in the tavern as you arrive. Probably no more than about just over half a dozen.
Okay. Go up to the barkeep.
Alrighty.
I'm taking a seat in the corner where I can watch Ari.
Okie
Tell
dokie.
me the name again, Bane. Thorn.
Gershwin Thorn.
Gershwin.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Hello, miss.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you very much. What can I get you?
Nothing for now. Just some information would be nice.
Oh, you don't want a drink? Don't
May-
want something to quench the late morning sun?
I'll have a water, I guess.
Oh, water, yes, lovely. Here we go then. He reaches underneath, pulls out like a canteen of water, pulls it in a glass, and drops it down on the table.
Thank you. My name is Aria, and I'm wondering if you know where I can find Gershwin Thorn.
I'm Mr. Thorne.
Oh,
establishment. This is the Dunford Inn and Tap House. I run this establishment.
well, it is a fine establishment, sir.
And what brings you here? Clearly, it's not to drink any of our fine ales or wines.
I'm sure I will partake later in the evening. It's just a bit too early for me.
Oh, it's never too early to enjoy a nice pint.
Well, to each their own, am I right?
No, you're not. You're wrong.
Well, sir, I ran into two people down in the town 3, or whatever it's called. Well, what is that town called?
Shoreford. Shoreford Bay.
Shoreford Bay. Okay.
Isn't it?
I ran into a couple people in Shoreford Bay that informed me of a little funny business going around here, and I was just curious to hear about it.
Funny business, man.
Dead uncles walking around, something to that effect.
You're talking about the grave robberies.
Yes, the grave robberies.
I don't know if robbing is the correct word, and if you can steal a dead person, can you? But in any case, we've had certain people's corpses go missing over the last couple of weeks. That's true.
Is it just anybody that's dead, or is there any sort of pattern?
Well, I don't know. The very concept of digging up a dead body and stealing it's pretty weird to me.
It's absolutely very disrespectful, you're correct.
Yes, well, why would it interest a young girl like yourself?
Well, me and my friends and I are passing through, and it's a bit of our agenda to figure this out, actually.
Well, nothing like this ever happened while Father Cormier was alive.
Yes, tell me about him. He passed away.
Didn't so much pass away as got passed away, if you know what I'm saying.
No.
Shouldn't have, thanks for following. He was found dead.
Where?
In the church. Laying with his throat slit from ear to ear on one of the pews.
And he's the only one that's died here?
Oh no, plenty of people died here, that's hence the graveyard, but he's only the person that's been murdered. I think it was definitely a case of murder. Don't think he probably had a shaving accident that was quite that severe.
You're right, most people would not kill themselves ear to ear like that.
But yes, we've haven't had a replacement priest arrive here yet, so the church has been closed, and for want of a better word, the community has pretty much kept itself to itself. No one really goes to the graveyard at the moment.
And what about this uncle that has been seen reanimated? Who saw him?
Well, he's not here right now, but that would have been Saul.
Saul? Where is he? Is he coming back?
Oh, he'll probably be here later to drown his sorrows. Saul came in here a while ago, several days back.
He'll be in later today?
He said he was walking down towards the docks, and his Uncle Thalion walked up to him, bold as brass, and attempted to grab him by the throat and throttle him. Which wouldn't be overly suspicious, because Saul is a not very popular person. But the curious thing is, his Uncle Thalion died 3.5 years ago, so that would generally not be something you'd expect to happen.
Why is he not a very popular person?
Well, he's a bit abrasive, he stinks, and he's a town drunk.
Ah, lovely. So he'll be in here soon then?
Oh, of course, yes. Once he can scrounge up enough copper from the locals to afford his habit.
Well, may I ask where he usually sits?
You find him down by the docks, normally, begging.
Interesting.
Sometimes he wanders the town, you see.
What does he look like?
Oh, you can't miss him.
I'm
Most
guessing
of his
stumbling.
clothes don't really fit. Scraggly looking fellow. Patchy blonde hair. Waifish kind of goatee.
Well,
Not a pleasant sort.
yeah, it doesn't sound pleasant, but I'd love to have a conversation with him. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna stand up, and motion over to Piper. Come on. Let's go.
All right, so
Alright.
let's cross the street and take Radovan. Not Radovan. Oh, I did it, didn't I? I've been doing so well.
Take a
tonight.
drink, guys.
I've been doing so well.
You've
Okay,
been doing
let's
well.
take Veslar to the graveyard. Here he is. Okay, Ves. So you approach the graveyard.
I'm gonna assume that those that look defiled are the ones that were robbed.
Probably.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over there and read the name of each in turn, and start taking little notes, seeing what
Okay.
I can see. Should I do an individual search check for the whole graveyard, or
Well,
I'm
what
gonna
are
be
you what are you searching for?
just anything that might have been left behind in the dirt from the grave robbers, or any clues?
Okay,
really?
go ahead and make a search check. Ooh.
Natural
Wow.
20!
For days.
Yeah.
I am on it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you found 3 graves that definitely seem to have been recently interfered with. 2 looks like somebody has, bundled the dirt back in on top. But this grave, right next to where you're standing, is clearly empty. There are 2 shovels still resting in it. However, glancing at one of the handles,
Yeah.
glancing at one of the handles, you notice that there are blood stains on it. Like whoever may have been using it had cut himself or injured himself.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Okay. I want to check out the other graves.
Archangel, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, I want to check out the other graves.
Okay.
I mean, so these are just packed in.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 that seem to have noticeably been. The tombstones are old, but the dirt around them is fresh. So it looks like somebody had recently dug them up, and maybe the townsfolk had come and put the dirt back in on top.
Okay. And this is a church, I imagine.
Yes.
The cathedral.
Mhm.
Do I recognize any of the markings, or are there any markings?
No, there really isn't. However, make a herbalist check.
All right. Oh, yeah. Haven't done that in a while. And this is where I roll horribly. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
You notice that, in and around the well is clearly overgrown. But there are several semi-rare herbs that only grow in the graveyard, some of which could be very useful for you. There's some wolfsbane here,
I want to take that stuff.
which could be handy for dealing with,
Lycanthropy.
there's some fresh garlic,
Hey, let's get some vampires up in here. All right.
and then there's at least enough herbs for you to make a couple of days' worth of arcana.
Okay. So I want to extract those.
Alrighty, so you gather your herbs and put them in your herbalist bag.
Can I look down the well too? I probably can't see anything.
Glancing down the well, it's clearly dry because it's got vines and weeds and stuff all poking up in and out of it.
Okay. And
Looks like this well has not been active in a long, long time.
is the church boarded up, or is any window open I can look into?
Well, the windows are stained glass, so you can't really look through them. But I mean, there is a front door.
Okay, go try. I was gonna say break one of the
what a
glasses.
surprise.
Break one of the mirrors. No, break one of the glasses. No, I'm gonna try to see but the door's open.
Okay.
Poke my head
yep.
in.
The door is closed, but it's not locked. Okay, you kind of push the door open. There's 2, it's basically a singular, huge, big open room. Pews all the way down one side and the other, an altar at the far end. Nothing, I mean, fairly stereotypical sort of church. You want to make a religion check?
Sure, yeah, because that's useful. Just a stand. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Okay.
People
well,
worship somebody
with
here.
there's no
Maybe?
holy symbols really visible.
Okay.
So you kind of glance around. It's kind of hard to see what this church may or may not have represented. Somebody obviously clearly moved or removed all the holy symbols and any kind of, paraphernalia that would have depicted it for a particular religion. But you can clearly see some blood stains on one of the pews about halfway up on the left-hand side.
Oh, so someone stacked them.
No, they're all lined up.
They're lined up. Got
But
it.
if you go about halfway up, it looks like there's one of them is covered in blood, and there's blood stains on the floor as well.
Like drying blood.
Yes, it's long
And-
dried.
Long dried. Okay.
Bearing in mind, of course, you don't know what the girls know yet.
Nope. I just know there's blood. So I'm gonna head back into town to catch up to the ladies.
Alrighty.
Could Piper hear Aria and the bartender talking from where she was sitting?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I mean, you
figured
were
as
right
much.
there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're heading out, right?
Yeah. So you basically know the entire conversation.
Perfect.
All right. So you head out onto the streets. Let's move you to the streets of Dunford. Alrighty. And about approximately in and around the time that you come out of the tavern, Veslar is coming wandering down the grassy streets as well.
Veslar.
Got some news for you.
Okay.
Definitely some grave robbery going on here. I found a shovel. Whoever was using it to dig up the most recent grave was hurt in some capacity. I found blood on the handle. So maybe we can look for a guy with bandaged hands to be the culprit. Just an idea.
Good way to start.
Also, there's blood in a cathedral, the church. I don't know who it belongs to, or the symbols. I don't know
was
what
the
the religion
priest.
is.
That
Oh, that's
was
right,
the
the priest. That's right. What happened to him?
Murdered,
Murdered.
cut ear to ear.
Slit throat, you said?
Oh yeah,
Ear to ear.
Ear to ear. Oh,
gruesome.
well, okay.
Now we're looking for the town drunk because apparently he saw his dead uncle. Let's
I
head.
don't know how reliable that
Yeah.
can be, but at least we can talk to him.
Yeah, I think he'll be near the docks.
Lead the way.
All right, let's go.
All right. You want to make your way down to
Looking for the
dock
drunk.
area. All right. Let's move you to here. All right. Well, it is actually a few minutes early, but I'm actually going to call it right there because
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want to push this to a
Ah.
point that we're going to drag it out
Interesting.
for too long. So we're going to stop right there. Hi there, I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master on How Reroll, and if you'd like to follow my personal channels, you can do so at twitch.tv/Gorbad, or follow me on Twitter @Gorbad.
Are you the victim of magical malpractice? Is your neighbor a cultist, attempting to summon an evil god? Do you know of a crazy elven sorceress who casts fireball constantly, endangering innocent lives? If you answered yes to any of the questions above, you need me, Veslar Nolith, Witch Hunter Extraordinaire. Contact me at aneb_convos on Twitter, or twitch.tv/Shagget. Magic is wrong. Do the right thing.
Hi guys, I'm Bane. If you'd like to hang out with me some more, come chill in my own personal stream at twitch.tv/Bane1271, or toss me a follow over on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Bane Blackstar. I hope to see you soon.
My name is Jane. I don't stream very much, but you can follow me on the Twitters over there. That's all I really got to say. So I guess this is goodbye. Peace, suckers.